What is up, everybody? Welcome into the pregame lounge here at DNVR HQ over here on Colfax and Yark. The bar, which is open, by the way. You guys want to come watch the Nuggets game? You don't want to stream it illegally.
Yeah,
you sure as hell don't have DirecTV. You want to watch? You want to come watch the game? Come on down here, watch it with us. We got great food and stuff going on, guys. Our first pregame show.
I couldn't be happier. Look
I
at me.
couldn't be happier
I'm
either.
beaming.
I am beaming. I'm actually really excited.
I said me, but you're beaming too.
Well, I said I'm agreeing with you. I am also beaming.
No,
I'm excited.
we're
for this one.
beaming.
Vote, are you beaming?
Yeah, I mean, I brought my big resort energy
Ooh,
tonight,
wow.
and that's the kind of
BRE.
energy I'm trying to keep through this whole pregame show.
That's
I'm
more.
chilling.
I think that's less resort energy. I would say that's more cruise. Cruise.
You're probably right.
I think it's more of a cruise
Yeah, you're
energy
probably right
there.
about that. I've never been on a cruise, by the way.
Me neither.
Not so fun fact.
I've read some reports over the last year that suggest maybe you shouldn't.
You probably shouldn't go on a cruise.
Good
And then over here, Dev, are you beaming?
Yeah, in high school they called me Young Beamer. So I'm definitely.
That sounds like a true story.
Yeah, can neither confirm nor deny.
That did not sound like a joke.
I had over 100 nicknames, and that was one of my favorite ones.
Young Beamer.
Guys, there's a lot of stuff we're gonna get to tonight. We're probably gonna play a little online with D-Line a little bit, a little fan favorite online
tell
with
me that.
D-Line. I can't wait for it.
Wouldn't have shown
And then the majority of our show, we're gonna preview this matchup between the Nuggets and the Thunder, a game that I think we think the Nuggets should take care of business. Are we in agreement with that? Nuggets heavily favored.
We're gonna say it out loud though.
Yeah, we could say it out loud.
Yeah, I think they're gonna win this game.
Oh, I do want to put this caveat in. We have no control over whether or not the Nuggets play. A lot of jinxing going on tonight. That's not going to matter. Don't bring that crap in here. First place I want to start, though, guys, layup lines. Easy ones. So the easy ones. Get a little stretch, get a little loose.
All right.
Story of the night. Perhaps the story of the season.
Oh my God.
Haircut Jokic. We're here, baby. Haircut. We've been waiting for this for a while.
I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this.
Your whole life.
Like my life is just divided into times in between Jokic gets a haircut and then when Jokic needs a haircut. And then when he gets a haircut, I feel as though my life begins anew.
Yeah.
I'm like a phoenix that has risen from the
From Jokic's hair
from
clips,
the pile of
of the
Jokic's
barber's
hair.
chair.
I'm ready to go.
Eric cares so much about hair that I truly do believe this tape.
Yeah,
I really think
exactly.
that
He
this
doesn't-
is part of his life.
Listen, I don't know. I mean, you'll have to correct me if I believe in my heart that I started this Jokic haircut watch.
Probably.
Probably not.
Okay. Well, so we have one yes, the other no. Anyway, I just remember being in Adam's basement and exclaiming loudly to everybody that Jokic got a haircut. We're going to see Jokic turn into Destro again, and he's going to take it to whatever opponent.
Yeah.
And I'm right. I'm
You know,
always right.
Eric is pretty obsessive about hair and haircuts, which just makes it all the more painful when you never notice with me. It's
No,
just-
I've explained to you. I do notice.
You
your
don't do it.
haircut.
You
That's
don't
the
care.
worst part.
The other news that's coming out here, so haircut Jokic, we're excited for that. You know, turning a new leaf. I don't know. Maybe he just got a haircut.
Probably that.
Greg Whittington, your boy. Everything's coming up, Eric, today. Greg Whittington. It was released. We've been wondering what happened to him. The report came out. None other than our own Harrison Wind letting us know. Windchime. That he banged knees in practice today. They didn't say who, which I think would be funny if they said who it was, like a little passive aggressive.
It was Bol Bol.
Bol Bol always banging knees with people. No, but he banged knees with somebody, and that's why he's been out. Unfortunate for him. This was his dream, getting this shot. He had one shot in the G League, early on in his career. Now he's back. But 4 to 6 weeks before he's reevaluated, I don't think it's looking good for Greg Whittington, guys.
Yeah, my bold take that Greg Whittington will start a playoff game. It's looking extra bold tonight, guys.
Some people had I think we set the line of games he's going to play in at 40 or something, and he might not even be available to
Eric
that.
probably took the over on that.
I think I took the over.
Yeah.
I was feeling really good about Greg Whittington, and now this news makes me feel less good. But all the same, I mean, I still think he's going to be good whenever he comes back.
I think Greg Whittington is like Brad Pitt in Fight Club. I think that he just follows D-Line. I don't think he's a real
that's
person.
not even real. It's
I don't
just-
think it's a
that's
real
so
person.
true.
It's just
Tyler
it
Durden.
follows D-Line, and you guys are clearly part of it.
He and I are the same.
Absolutely.
I can see
you
it.
have the Greg Whittington smile.
I do have the Greg Whittington smile.
I can see it. Well, we're going to before we get really into the meat of this game tonight, I think we should have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, that
And
sounds
I
good.
think
For once.
I think we should maybe go online with D-Line here. Should we go?
Let's go.
A little online with D-Line. Haven't done this for a while. I hope you're playing the obnoxious music here, Kale. I don't know. If
Live
we
at
have
the
it.
bar.
I don't even know what
could go wrong.
the greatest thing is that I myself don't even know what the clips are.
We went over this before. All right, you know what? We went online with Adam here. Online with Adam. So first thing we can go to is that over the weekend, Coach Tibbs Coach Tibbs had a quote that really spoke to me, man. Really spoke to me. After they won, right? After they win over the Celtics, by the way, this is like, they should have gotten murdered. They murdered the Celtics. He says, I'm not happy unless I'm miserable. I'm being dead serious here. Malone is great at quotes, but I think this is quote of the year.
I'm not happy unless I'm miserable. Well, look at him. He looks like he looks shriveled.
He does look
He looks like
unhealthy
Gollum when he finally got back hold of the ring.
This is big Northeast energy. I mean, I feel this in my bones. He means that, and he was born with it as
Everyone
well.
got a haircut this week. It looks like.
I don't know that counts as a haircut. He just like glued the hair to his scalp a little bit more
Look, he's trying, D-Line.
Well, listen,
trying.
I'm not saying he's not trying. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if you can say that's a haircut. That's all.
I think he should come home just to shave it off, man. Like,
That's what I'm
he's
saying.
well past the point.
There's no way that you're going to listen to a bald-headed coach.
You don't.
There's no way.
What about Michael Malone? We listened
Who
to
did
him.
it by choice.
So I want to know which players of the Nuggets best fit this description. Not happy unless they're miserable.
God.
The players on the Nuggets?
Yeah, we have to bring this.
Is Michael Malone a player on the Nuggets?
Yeah, for sure. He's number one. He's
number one.
It's definitely a coach thing, right? Like coaches are never happy. They're just like miserable or just regular.
Can you play NBA basketball and be like consistently miserable?
Yes.
Yeah.
This take might age poorly, but I think Jokic has been that guy historically, right? I mean, he's been a guy who just...
You think?
Well, he leans into it, and there's patches of misery.
Are we allowed to call a guy whose nickname is literally the Joker miserable?
Yeah, no way.
I'm
I
just
think
wondering how the
Jokic
Anat
is like
plays
the
in here.
one guy that's not miserable. He's
right
like,
now he's not, yeah.
He's like the least miserable. Is it? Oh, we have RK here watching the show. Is Bill Belichick, wasn't he the one that says, like, I don't enjoy wins, I just hate losses?
That was Bill Walsh.
Oh, Bill Walsh.
Bill
yeah,
Walsh
it's
of the 49ers.
Yeah.
He's wins
Wins are worth 0,
Yeah.
losses are minus.
yeah.
wins are worth 0, losses are worth -1. Meaning that you can never get into the positive.
You're just always at
you're just
negative.
always in negative. Or if things are going really well, then you're just at nothing.
Well, like the worst moment of Nick Saban's life is like right after he wins a title and he's got to go out there and smile for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He hates that. He's not cut out for that at all.
The next thing on our list today, I put out a tweet with Jokic's water polo pass. It went viral, guys, in Japan. It did numbers okay in the U.S. Like, it was all right. But in Japan, it really took off.
Do you
And,
ever feel like maybe your audience, like you just haven't really aimed yourself at the right demographic?
Probably.
That being people that speak English that live in Denver.
Yes, that's so true. But look at this. So, do you guys do this when you get, like, because
of
we get a
course.
lot of foreigner. Do you hit the little translate
Of
button and
course.
you're like, I'm curious
And
what
I
it is?
trust it 100%.
You trust it 100%.
I
Well,
actually respond back in their language.
do you really? Oh, that's baller right there. That's great stuff. That's really good.
I've
Makes
done
me
that.
happy, too.
You probably are responding like this, and they're like, he said something about a pervert?
So what
I
yeah.
start getting followed by different languages and all type of stuff. Nuggets, France followed me right after I responded back. I mean, my name also fits it and stuff.
That's
like
true,
that.
Duvalier.
But I'll respond back in Spanish. When Facu went big, I was speaking everything. Like, I'm actually like one of the. I can speak every language on Google.
And let's turn now to Dev's favorite tool.
Yeah, so here it is, the Google Translate.
So your initial tweet was the slow-mo of this is even weirder looking.
Yeah,
we
because
got-
it was a very slow, it was a quote tweet in and of itself, and then we get double quote tweeted here with somebody in Japan that says, no, well, the one-handed pass from this position to 0 degrees reverse is also amazing, isn't it?
Strong
I'm told
agree.
W is like LOL.
Oh.
So every W is an LOL. Then, but what before that? W. And then, is it a pervert? Very funny there. What?
Double LOL.
That has to mean something else.
So I actually got some insight on this. We do have people that follow from Japan. Shouts to Japan for following us. They said that pervert means like freak. So he's like a freak. Like we would say, oh, the Greek freak. We're not saying the
We
Greek
would say the
pervert.
Greek
Oh, the
pervert.
Greek pervert. There's no way that Giannis would want to be called that.
We
I
should.
can't believe I'm only going to refer to him as the Greek pervert from this point forward.
Oh, I was gonna say I think Jokic needs to be the Serbian pervert.
Well,
No way.
Nope.
That's a good nickname.
Wow, that's crazy. We just got 20 dislikes on the YouTube video.
The Serbian pervert. It's amazing. Eric, what else is going on online these
What
days?
else is going on online these days? I literally have no idea. You curated all of these, and we're finding
Well,
out
I
at
only
the
have
same
one
time.
more thing, and this is, you can hold it, Kale, but okay, guys, I guess you could put it. So Jokic is Cookie Monster, and it
Yep.
got me thinking.
Yes.
Jokic needs to go on Sesame Street.
Kale, did you make this?
I actually have I have a fake prop odd because I have a pitch. If anybody has anybody at Sesame Street and they're watching this, or you want to send it to him, I have a pitch. He goes on with Cookie Monster and the chef, The chef that's Sesame Street, right?
Yeah, the Swedish chef.
Oh my God.
Although
chef-
that's
How removed
this is
from
Sesame
culture can you
Street and
be?
the Muppets. This is like from the same universe, but these are two different.
This is like Marvel. It's like how Marvel brings people from different universes.
We're gonna go down a deep hole here.
Anyway, I have a pitch. Bring it back up. What do you guys think about this? Jokic goes on to teach Cookie Monster about the Serbian cookie, the vanillicis.
Oh.
You know what? That's a money segment.
Is it
right
a
there.
money segment? You teach kids about Serbia.
I would
You
say
just
like,
got to prep Cookie Monster, make sure he knows the difference between Russia and Serbia. And
Oh,
you should
God.
Be set.
I would say
God.
Jokic
Set.
should go on to Sesame Street to reinforce the idea to children that sharing is important.
That's right. There you go.
Because sharing-
Oh, wow. This is a better
Sharing-
segment.
And today's magic number is 10 and a half.
Oh, 10
as
and a
an
half.
assist
That's
per
right.
game.
Yes.
Jesus,
because
gambling.
as Jokic would remind all the small children
Take
out
the
there,
over, kids.
basket makes one person happy. An assist makes two people happy.
Well,
And 3, because
No.
there's a coach. Coaches like
No,
assists.
we determined it's millions of people are
Millions of
happy
people
when
happy.
Jokic makes an assist.
All
so
around the world.
It's much better.
But
Anyway,
Adam would prefer he goes on and gives a literal baking recipe to children.
yeah, you're right. That might be a little tough, especially like a complex Serbian recipe.
For big market energy vote, does Cookie Monster give off big market energy?
He might. He might. But
What?
Cookie Monster is he might be a big market guy. But if he accepts the Jokic interview, yeah, he's a New York guy. He's East Coast. So
All right. Well, I
To be
think
decided.
I honestly might. So we're going to get into some props and preview the game now. But I wanted to ask, give me a prop. Jokic actually ever makes it on Sesame Street?
Oh, that will never happen.
Never. I bet he has no idea what Sesame Street is.
The first.
But he doesn't. But first of all, we know Jokic loves kids.
Yeah, but the first question is, can Jokic make it onto ESPN?
No, I think this is the thing is I actually think it's all about finding your brand. Like I think Jokic's brand
So
would be
no.
like going on Sesame Street.
No to
Am I
ESPN.
alone on this?
it would work. It would be
I think it's a
great
perfect
He
segment.
segment.
should go on Sesame Street as the Serbian pervert.
It's actually a great crossover.
See how that goes.
Is anybody in this room with me on this? I think it's a possibility. If I was his agent, I would be on the phone with Sesame Street right now. Give me the Cookie Monster.
What is this?
He loves children. He loves kids, man.
does
He's
love
first team all
kids.
kid. All right. I'm setting the line at plus 450.
All right, I'm gonna take whatever means no.
Minus 5,000.
All right, let's get into this, guys. Let's take a look at the game tonight. Nuggets Thunder. Eric, the way we're going to preview this, we're going to open up DraftKings.
Yep.
And DraftKings is actually super accurate, right? Every time there's a Vegas line, like
Uncomfortably so. We've determined that DraftKings
they
and
know?
sportsbooks in general are run by evil wizards.
to see the future and set perfect lines. But let's preview this game. First up, where do you want to go here?
Well,
I'm opening it up, too.
I myself have 8 bets placed currently.
Same,
wow.
actually. Yeah.
Holy
They're
crap.
all on Jokic, right?
They're not all on
Oh,
Jokic. The
mine
first
are.
bet that I have going tonight, I like Jamal Murray to score over 21 and a half points.
You should first do the line. Remember when we did the show prep and I said let's first do the line to preview the overall
I don't
arching
think
of the game?
Aaron is really good.
Adam's show prep is he just yells things at you and nobody knows what's going on, and then he gets mad at you later if you didn't follow it to a T. So yes, I do remember that now. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we're looking at the line here. So the line is Nuggets minus 10.
What? It was 9.5, right? So everybody's pounding the Nugget. This morning, I think it was 9.5. So people are on the Nuggets.
I took it at 10.5.
You took it at 10.5.
Or
so
10, excuse me.
My
10.
thing, like in my betting life, have decided that I'm never betting on point totals of any kind when it comes to the NBA because they are so random. You don't know.
Oh, yeah,
if
yeah.
a team is up by 10 points, there's a very good chance that the bench is going to be garbage.
Was it the 76ers game or the Knicks game where the Nuggets are up like 23 and they end up and the line was like
Backdoor
8.5
cover because-
and it was like a 13-0 run to finish the game.
because then
It was the
Bol
Sixers.
comes in.
Sixers? Yep.
So it's just become so tenuous. A game like this is actually this is a difficult game to bet on because of that. Like
With the
there's
line,
a good
look,
chance it could get out.
The
out of
Nuggets
hand.
don't blow teams out. And it's like, I think this line is based on Nuggets are better. They're due for a win. It's a bad matchup. But
Yeah.
I don't think they're due for a blowout.
I do. So I actually do think the Nuggets are in
All
line
right.
for a bit of a blowout
Let's
here.
go
Not
home,
bad
man.
gambler
Yeah,
Adam
yeah.
here. And you're right that the 10 could be like
BGA.
they could get backdoor covered here or whatever. But here's the reason I wanted to bring up this line first, because let's talk about the general arc of the game. I do think that the Nuggets not only should win this game, they need to win comfortably. If you look at what the Thunder have done so far this year, they're 6-6. They actually have a better record than the Nuggets, but their profile is just like Denver's. They've beaten the Charlotte Hornets on night 1 by 2 points. Whoop-de-doo. They beat the Orlando Magic, another one, whatever. They beat the Pelicans, okay, although the Pelicans kind of are not like sneaky bad. And then you've got the Knicks They beat the Nets when the Nets didn't have anybody, and they beat the Bulls most recently without any, they didn't have anybody. And then here's the other crazy thing: they haven't played since Friday. You know, like I don't know. Like to me, this should be a very comfortable Nuggets win. I think the Nuggets look great tonight.
I think so too. But again, like this is when a team is winning comfortably. That means it's bowl time.
Okay.
And bowl time means like a very confusing negative 23 in like
Nuggets
a minute
got to
and a
be
half.
up 20 in the fourth for Malone to not.
I mean,
those
like
guys 40 minutes.
if I was betting on the outcome, I would absolutely hammer the money line. But the money line, the odds are so terrible. It's minus 530.
Our commenters can't believe we're talking basketball right now.
Oh, sorry.
Beside themselves.
Bring back up. Do we have any tweets about Sesame Street anymore?
All right, what's our next line? Now you're free to
Okay,
ISO.
now I'm allowed.
Yeah, now you're allowed
I forget. Let me. Okay, so what I prefer as a bettor, the way that I have structured my betting life, is that I only go for player props. Player props in the NBA are the only way to go because you can sort of reliably count on opportunities that way. And there's a lot of factors when you're talking about the overall arc of the game that could be out of the hands of the player that you're talking about. Like, we're talking about Murray and Jokic. Like, those are two players that have the ball in their hand at all times.
Yeah.
They control when they shoot. They control when they rebound, et cetera, et cetera, et
Okay.
cetera. So, first and foremost, I have Murray to score over 21.5 points. I liked what I saw out of him a lot last game, and I believe, obviously, a lot of that came from the matchup playing the Jazz and him wanting to go up against Donovan Mitchell. But I think that when we see Murray have a good game, at least when we've seen it this season, it's spawned 2 or 3 more before it's died off. So I believe in that.
What about the matchup, Dev?
He's going against Lou Dort.
Dort,
sorry.
Yeah.
And
I like Lou Dirt. Lou Dirt is more appropriate.
Dirt,
really.
like Joe Dirt.
Lou Dort.
Can't
He's
get
going
on
against
Photoshop, buddy.
Lou Dort, and he's proven himself as a lockdown defender that really just wants to get physical with you. With a player like Jamal Murray, who's really just trying to find his own rhythm and has a banged up elbow, he's going against a person that's physical, that's going to try to force the ball out of his hands early. I do not like Jamal Murray's over.
I took the under.
A little
Actually.
conflict.
I too don't like it.
All right,
Eric
okay.
got on an island here.
All right,
and then not just him. You've also got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Okay, well, listen. A lot of doubters here. A lot of Lou Dirt fans.
Okay,
That's fine.
Well, tell us your second bet. What else do you have here? Or what other lines, like player props, that stand out that you want to talk about?
Another player prop. The Avalanche are playing tonight. I don't know if you knew that. I have found that if you want to bet on anything in the world that's not in the same game as the Denver Nuggets, you should take Nikola Jokic to record a double-double.
Oh, because it just sweetens
And
the deal.
parlay that with one of RK's favorite bets, Mikko Rantanen to have over 2.5 shots on goal.
I'm putting you in charge of bets next on
Yeah,
the next
thanks.
pregame show. I don't know where we're going to go with the Rantanen goal, but I do want to go.
Double-double.
I do want to
Double-double.
go on the double-double here because Jokic has never not gotten a double-double this year, right? He's
Not
100%.
not one time.
He's 100% on it.
Little sweetener.
Are you at all worried tonight? When we're talking about the Nuggets having a comfortable win, are you at all worried that maybe he doesn't grab the double-double tonight?
No.
No, I bet on the triple-double again. I'm betting on that until the odds say you shouldn't bet on that. And when he doesn't hit it, he's like 1 assist short, which is also painful, but you're always in there.
There's actually absolutely no chance he doesn't get a double-double at least because Thunder, with the matchup, they don't have a big man.
Al Horford's out.
Al Horford's out. They have Mike Muscala that has to go against him.
Isaiah Roby, maybe.
And
So you guys want a fun Mike Muscala take? When I was doing
I bet
this will be really fun. No, but when I was doing the Summer League rewind video over the quarantine period or whatever, when I went back and looked at it, Mike Mascala is getting so much buzz in Summer League, and it cracks me up. Like Jokic, nobody was talking about, never heard of, and Mike Mascala, they're like, I really like this guy, man. He could shoot, he can put it on the floor, he can do all these things. So it just goes to show you never pay attention to Summer League.
And in fact, the rebounds are such a certainty in the minds of the Dark Wizards that rebounds are not even on the board for Jokic tonight.
Because he might get 18. Like
He might get 100 rebounds.
He's gonna look like a monster out there tonight, physically. Like.
Yeah, you can get points, rebounds, assists, which is sort of like a backdoor way to get a triple-double in a way. But I those always kind of make me nervous also. I always like the single.
So we've got haircut Jokic. Mike Mascala guarding him.
Mike Mascala guarding
Terrible
him.
team around the Thunder.
Yep.
And Nuggets kind of desperate for a win, let's be honest.
True.
So
and there is an odds boost tonight for Jokic to get his points, rebounds, and
and
assists.
they can't blow anyone out. So, I mean,
Yeah.
all signs are pointing to
So anyway, the remainder of my bets, if you're interested, are you not interested?
Miko Rantanen.
So I like Miko Rantanen to score. No,
You want to talk NFL?
no, I have been. This is a bit of a bummer, but it's paid off more than it's not, and that is to fade Sir Jamal Murray in assists. I've taken the under on Jamal Murray 4.5 assists.
Wow.
Several games in a row. He usually gets 3 to 4.
Thanks for bringing the Losers Lounge energy to the pregame show.
And then I also took Jokic over 8.5 assists because when Jokic is cooking, like he gets all the assists. Like,
why is his? I saw that line too, 8.5. Why is it so low? Do you think?
Because they have the line at 10. I think they're anticipating he doesn't play a lot.
Yeah, this is where it's been.
You know, Jokic's assist numbers though are like he gets like 6 in the first quarter, and then he gets another like 5 over the rest of the game. So maybe he picks a bunch.
One more bet: if you take Nikola Jokic to record a double-double and you parlay it with Miko Rantanen to score a goal like I have, you get great odds.
You're my boss, but again, like just checking in on the meat firing you thing.
I do think it should be.
Listen, I have love in my heart for money that I can win on all Denver sports teams.
Well, I do want to go over a couple of these lines here that are just kind of interesting things. Like we've talked about the 3-pointers. This is a stabilized. I mean, we would hope the Nuggets take care of business.
I
Stabilization
stayed away from that tonight.
Well, and you should, but I want to bring it up. So Gary Harris right now, you get positive value, meaning you bet $1, you win $1.3 if you bet on Gary Harris 1.5 3-pointers tonight. If he doesn't get 2 threes tonight, like this is the night for him to get 2 3-pointers, right? I mean, you have a young team. They're going to have to anchor in so hard on Murray and Jokic. They don't have guys that can guard either of those guys. He's going to get open looks. Like I know he went 2 of 9, I think, from the 3-point line. Tonight's a night that he needs to knock down 2.
I've lost the last 2 times I've bet on that exact line with Gary, and it just it's so unreliable.
Yeah, my view of the 3-pointers, I almost always like the player that is the fulcrum for all of my bets is always Nikola Jokic. Tonight, he's going to be playing in the paint, I believe, because there's no big presence that he's trying to draw outside, which it means that he's going to be facilitating a lot of other people to shoot the 3. He himself probably won't take that many, but you're right. Like there's no Jamal's line. I think is at 2.5, which always makes you nervous.
Right.
Like you generally slot him in for about 2 3-pointers, and then that third one is always the tricky one. Gary Harris is just.
Betting on Gary Harris just feels like
Paul Millsap used to be guarantee also, but 1.5 for Paul Millsap is like he either hits 3 or 0. And
That's true.
So I imagine Paul Millsap will actually get a few up tonight. So that's a potential bet, but the 3-pointers make me a little nervous tonight.
Who are we most excited to see tonight from the Thunder's perspective?
Lou Dirt.
SGA?
Yeah.
Man, he's. I mean, his numbers are impressive. I mean, somebody has to score on this team. He's putting up almost 22 points per game.
Pretty decent usage. I mean, look, he's a fun guy to watch. Good defender.
Yeah.
He's just one of those. I talk a lot about guys that move different. He's not on that tier 1 level, but he stands out. He's smooth. He's just a different guy.
He's coming off of a game that I think he put up like 33 and 10.
Yeah.
Like he's. And it was an overtime win, so like he has the confidence right now.
I know we're past bets, but he's a sneaky good bet for most points scored tonight. If you're thinking that Yoke does in fact sit that 4th, the odds are pretty good on SGA.
Darius Bailey is an interesting one to me. He people don't know this. He was one of the top high school recruits. Didn't go to college. He's supposed to go to Syracuse, and this is what I love. He's supposed to go to Syracuse. He decides, no, I'm going to go to the G League. He ultimately ended up not even going to the G League. New Balance paid him $1 million to like work out. Like they gave him this like crazy 1-year deal. So he got paid $1 million to not go to college. I feel like that was a huge win, especially not having to go play zone for Jim Boeheim. Jim Boeheim, when he made that decision, do you know what Jim Boeheim said? Same thing he always says. Feel like he's making a real big mistake. Doesn't know what he's doing. He's good, but he's not that good.
Wait, isn't Jim Boeheim the guy who publicly wet his own pants?
You know what? I'm not going to fact check.
So not going to fact.
I mean, I'm just talking about bad decisions.
I bet it happened.
A 6'8", like really athletic player. He's actually my least favorite type of player. Lefty does he's a little out of control, terrible shooter. But he's a guy that I'm going to have my eyes on because he is the type of guy that can give Denver problems at length on the wing or whatever.
Sorry, headline number 1: Jim Boeheim peed his pants. Again?
It was a double? Wow, we got a double one.
Coming through.
All right, guys, before we get out of here, the game's getting ready to tip off here in about 8 minutes. So we're going to play a little game. This is Suicide.
Whoa.
Suicide, all right?
This is more intense.
We're going to start with vote. We're going to go to Dev, Eric, back to vote. You need to name. Laptops closed, everybody. Laptops closed.
Boy.
Need to name a Thunder player.
Darius Bailey.
Darius Bailey.
SGA.
Lou Dirt.
Al Horford.
Mike Mascala.
We're doing good here.
A Thunder player. Poku.
No. I didn't say anything.
Yeah, he said Poku.
Oh, Isaiah Roby. Roby?
Oh, man, I think it's Roby.
Trevor Ariza.
Yeah, kind of. Like,
Lou Dort.
he's out of here. He's out of here.
Wait, I said Lou Dirt before.
You're out of here.
George Hill.
Yeah, he's there.
He plays a lot, actually.
Oh, God, we're running out. He's out of here. Winner, the champion. The champion. You guys are missing Amadou Diallo.
Roberson.
You guys got Theo Maledon, the French point guard. Remember,
Theo
he was
Maledon, yeah.
Kenrich Williams, my guy.
Oh, everyone loves Kendrick Williams.
You guys forgot him. Justin Jackson, Moses Brown has been in the news lately.
Moses Brown.
Admiral Schofield, also part of the
I don't feel bad
Admiral
about
Schofield. Oh, my God.
He was good in Tennessee, right?
He was good in Denver when he interviewed.
Admiral Schofield was also good in a plastic bottle behind a.
No, Admiral Schofield. Wasn't he the number one? I think he was the number one pick in
That was good.
in the G League this year.
Admiral Schofield's the lowest. He's just like Captain Morgan. And then you have
Admiral Schofield is like a drink put out by the liquor and the tobacco industry. Has just like discarded chew at the bottom of it. Right?
Like one cigarette attached to the bottle.
All right, guys, we're going to be back hopefully in the winner's lounge. Hopefully not the loser's lounge. We're going to be back right here after the game. You're going to want to tune in right here. Thanks for riding with us, guys. We're going to start doing these more and more. And you know how it is. Every time we try something new, it creates a form before long. A little formless, but we'll figure it out as we go.
Our
Thanks so much.
Just we talk. Right?
We do talk. Thanks so much for joining us, guys.
See ya.